The morning on the legendary track of Fiorano dawned in fog and full of expectation. The classic setting, home to so many Formula One stories, was the starting point for a historic moment: Lewis Hamilton's debut as an official Ferrari driver. The heptacampion, accustomed to winning with Mercedes, experienced something completely new. But like all good plots, this story began in a discreet way with a mood that seemed to reflect the caution of a beginning. The clock was set at 9:16 when Hamilton, with his iconic yellow helmet, entered the Scuderia SF23 for the first time. The car, which carried the number 44 and Pirelli rain tires, came to life in a slow installation lap intended to check the systems. The moment was symbolic, a sports giant starting to get acquainted with the Maranello machine. Despite the restrained pace, Hamilton took the opportunity to interact with fans who crowded around the circuit in a show of charisma that is already winning the hearts of the fans. Shortly after, Ferrari started two more intense 10-lap sequences. In the first stint, Hamilton still used wet tires and alternated between faster laps and technical exercises such as simulated starts and even a burnout, grabbing applause from the audience. The SF23, with its aerodynamics challenged by the wet track, tested the talent of the British, who proved careful, especially in the most treacherous curves. The second sequence brought a different challenge. With hard tires and a track that was starting to dry out, Hamilton explored the limits of the car in an attempt to understand how Ferrari behaves under adverse conditions. Turn 1, the descent of the bridge and the entry of the hairpin required extra attention, but the Brit, with his usual precision, finished the session without major problems. The last test was just after 11, but heavy rain ended Hamilton's first day of testing with Ferrari. In all, the heptacampion completed about 30 laps and drove 90 kilometers before giving the car to Charles Leclerc, who would resume work in the afternoon. Even with the challenging conditions, the Brit left a strong impression on both engineers and fans. The gesture of Hamilton at the end of the day, going to the networks to greet the fans, was the icing on the cake of a debut that promises much for the new partnership. Could this union between Hamilton and Ferrari be the prelude to a new golden age for Scuderia? And you, what did you think of this wet and challenging start? Leave your opinion in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow all the news of Formula One.